Ferris, go. What's up? Hey, it's Pastor D. Oh, today is Wednesday. You getting there? Somebody come talk to me. Hey, what's going on? Share this as you come into the room. I want to say something. Hope you guys have hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So share this, come into the room. As you come into the room, what's going on, mother? I am going to be in Delaware on next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you are from Delaware, please come see me. I'm going to share it probably every day this week on next week. So I want to make sure you guys are aware where I'll be. I'll be speaking in Monroe this Sunday and in Delaware next week. So, hello, my friend. So, you guys keep me in your prayers. Do me a favor, share this out if you love Jesus. Let's try it that way. If you're on for the first time, say hello. I would be glad to greet you. Hello from Topeka, Kansas. On today, I will be tentatively. I just talked to someone yesterday. We're supposed to be preaching in Dallas in November. So if you are in the Dallas area, come see me. We just got to knock the date out real quick today, hopefully, so we'll be in Dallas. So I'll let you know about that coming up the road. If you're from Dallas, tell me where you're from and we're ready to get started. I'm Pastor D, Unity Worship Senior Pastor. I was talking to somebody yesterday, a couple people, and one of the issues that I wanted to just kind of address, because I posted it on my wall, hello Dallas, about people that drain you. Hello first timers. So I figured I'd talk about it because I've been having some interesting dialogue and some interesting communication with people lately, friends, family, that type of thing. And some people will literally drain you and get on your nerves, all right? That's what's going on in Philadelphia. Come see me. If you're in the area, I'll be in Delaware next week. So if you're ready, type ready. Let's get started. Just do me a favor, though, share this out, because only about 2 of you actually shared it, so share it out. Hello, K.N. Thomas, first timer. God bless you. Hello from Ohio. Hello from Hawaii. Been to Hawaii one time in my life. I plan on going back. Beautiful place. Okay. I got about 4 or 5 I'm going to give you today. And I went to pull up some notes that I've talked from before. I'm not going to throw any particular scriptures at it today, but I will eventually. But I want you to hear this because some of you need to understand that the Word of God does tell you as if you can be peaceable with someone, you try your best to be peaceable within your power. But if people don't want to be peaceable with you, you got to move on with your life. Some of the people around you are literally toxic. Hey, babe in Christ, they're toxic, and they don't bring anything to your life. And you need to understand that there's some people that are draining you because the enemy sends people, and they literally come to see what they can obtain from you or attain from you, and not just the place of what you can attain from them. A lot of them are leeching off of you. Yeah, nothing but drama, and they leech off of you, and they literally get you at a place, seriously, where you're doing so much for them, and they are doing nothing to help you. People are draining some of you today, and I guess I need to talk about it. The number one that I have on here today that you need to catch is this. Somebody type the number 1, and then somebody write this. People who avoid responsibility. Okay? People who avoid responsibility. There are some people who exist who are unable to assume the responsibility for their actions. So what they do is when something happens, they blame everybody else for their mistakes. They cannot accept and assume the responsibility for their actions and blame everybody for their mistakes. These type of people, you need to realize, are people that bring a negative influence on your life. They aren't able to change their attitude, nor do they want to change their attitude. And now what they will become is this. They're going to start to play the victim. So they'll be the victim in everything that happens. They'll be the victim. Sooner or later, they're going to turn into the victim. And what they'll do is this. They'll find a way to bind you and bound you with their responsibilities. I'm going to say that one more time. You will now be responsible for their actions. You will be responsible for what they do, what they say. They play the victim. Nobody's at fault. or they're never at fault. Everybody else is at fault. What is this, ladies and gentlemen? Sometimes these people are so toxic. Is the problem with some of them? They're so immature to understand that sometimes you need to take responsibility and own up for the things that you've done for yourself and done to yourself. And if you are that person, or if you know somebody like that, these are people that will drain you. And some people you know like this right now, they are draining you. They make a mistake. They do something. Woe is me attitude. They always got a pity party. Something's always wrong. They blame everybody. I don't have enough this, enough that. I don't have enough money. They got so many problems. And when they walk into your life and you see these people, some of you literally need to start running, because you can see, anybody know somebody on here right now that every time you see them, they got something negative to say. Okay? Nothing's good with your life. You're alive and you don't even like being alive. You don't have enough money. Everybody has problems. Sometimes you got to learn to take the responsibility for your own action and say, dear God, I have a problem. It's me. Okay? Number 2 is self-destructive people. Okay? Self-destructive people. These are people who become defensive when you point out their lapses in judgment. Okay? They want your pity, they want your help, they want your attention, but they're not interested in solving their own problems. Man, let me say it again. They want your prayers, they want you to intercede, they want you to jump on the altar and cry out to God for them, but they don't want to help themselves. Hey, my friend. They're not interested in helping themselves. They're not interested in changing themselves. They're not interested in trying to support themselves. They're not interested, ladies and gentlemen. And these people, good afternoon, will now, sooner or later, cause stress and frustration for your life. Because as a pastor, I can tell you this. I'm in a precarious situation where I can do the most rewarding thing that God has called us to do, and frustrating thing at the same time. Because sometimes you want more for people than they want for themselves. So, excuse me. You will see within them innately what they should be able to see in themselves, but they're not interested in solving their own problem. They have no interest in growing. They have no interest in changing. They have no interest in evolving and walking to destiny. They're simply content to complain about everything about their lives over and over again. These people are self-destructive, and if you hang around them long enough, you will become a self-destructive person. They think now, everybody's trying to keep me down. No one wants to see me prosper. I'm going to say something to you. It's going to make very good sense when I say it. Some of you need to stop hanging around people that think everybody's hating on them. Because one of the things you need to understand, nobody hates on anyone that has nothing going on with their life. Why would anybody hate on you? You broke. Who wants that? Nobody want to see me. Man, stop it. Seriously. You posting stuff, everybody want to see me bound. All my haters. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you are so convoluted in your thoughts. Nobody hating on you. Who wants to be broke? Who wants to be struggling? What do you have to hate on? I know they hate on me. I ain't got no money and they still hate on me. No, not really. I'm just saying, sometimes you put so much in your mind that you think people know. I promise you, people not paying you attention because they got enough going on with their own life. Nobody ever looks at anybody broke and says, Jesus, I want to be them. No, nobody does. And y'all might not like it. God, I want to be broke. God, I don't want to have any money. God, God, I want to live in a box. No, you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be a person that's successful with your life. But nobody has the time for you to be posting every day that everybody hates me. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to support me. Everybody always looking at me because they know God gonna do this and do this. Let me tell you something. It's called a mask and a facade, and we need to remove this mask because I'm tired of you people talking about fake it till you make it. Get there and God's gonna get you there eventually. I believe God's gonna give you real tangible evidence of who He is. And if you've been in God for 5-10 years, my God, if you are living for Him, you should see something tangible that happens in your life. And some of you, if you are not seeing it, Houston, we have a problem. You are the problem, okay? But stop hanging around negative people all the time. You got some people, they know it all. You can't tell them nothing, and when you tell them something, they get defensive, and when they get defensive, they turn around and they blame you. Thank you, First Lady. When you tell them the truth, they turn around and say you hating. When you bring it to their attention, they become frustrated at you because now you cannot see. I can't be around people, and if I don't call it criticizing, but if you ask me to do a critique and you ask me for my opinion, then don't get frustrated and upset when I tell you the truth. Some of you are around cookie cutter Christians and they're so spiritually anemic that literally when you tell them the truth, they get in their feelings. Now they blame everybody. You hating on me. And then you get these people, when you tell them the truth about themselves, all of a sudden they blame you, and then they try to act as if now I'm just going to remove myself from your life like that's going to be a problem. Child, please. Are y'all catching me today? I'm not going to talk to you no more. Okay, God bless you. I love you anyway. Are y'all hearing this, ladies and gentlemen? I don't want to be around you anymore. But if you call yourself friends, even if you have a disagreement, you still should be friends. That's what kindergartners do. They go and they take their crayons and their coloring book and they go color in a corner and they toys by themselves because they don't want nobody to mess with them because they mad. Grown people resolve problems and get it straight. The next one is this. I'm just telling y'all the truth today. People that are draining you. Anybody got somebody that's draining them right now? I'm helping you today. The next one is this. People that criticize. Criticize everything. Give you an example. On last night, listen to this. On last night, check this out. I was watching a wedding about whatever that guy's name is. What's that guy's name? Y'all watched the wedding too. And I get on social media, and everybody got something negative to say. This Gucci man. Y'all don't play like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. And Keisha. Everybody got something to say. I mean, she pretty, but she ain't that pretty. I mean, she got a nice body, but I mean, it's all right. He spent all that money, but he should have saved it for his children to invest it. And then I'm watching, and I said, why are people so critical of everything? Well, Tory Roberts up there married him. He need to have an altar call. Are y'all catching what I'm saying? This is the stuff that people were saying on last night. People just criticize everything because the problem is this, people of God. Sometimes it's best not to try to point out the negativity and everything. Okay? Maybe they got saved before. I don't know. I don't know their lives, okay? Let me say it this way. There's a difference between somebody expressing their concern honestly and constructively, okay? There's a difference in somebody doing it honestly than someone that's trying to point out something and attack someone. Some of you need to understand you can't just attack people, just criticize everything they're doing in order to attack them. If one of your friends is that person, sometimes people are so quick to emphasize your flaws and frequently criticize your behavior. They're not trying to help you. They are criticizing you in order to attack you. Right? There's a difference in that. Sometimes you got to you can critique me, but don't attack me. If you share your frailties with people and then they turn around and they use that against you, then they're attacking you. If you share your intimate secrets with people and they turn back around and they try to now attack you instead of trying to have concern constructively for you, these people are not good for your life. You'll share some of the things with them and they'll turn back around and make a call to you or send you a message, and now they'll point out something that you said, and instead of them helping you constructively, they'll take you to a place, are y'all catching me? To a place where they are critical of you, where they're trying to attack you. Okay? Well, you doing this, and you're saying this, and you should be this, and you said this. Are y'all catching me, ladies and gentlemen? I'm telling you, you got to get to the place where these people are toxic and you need to learn how to avoid them. Watch this, because what will start to happen, people that you allow in your life that are so critical, they'll start to wear down your self-esteem. Okay? They'll wear down your self-esteem, And you'll sit there and God has favored you and blessed you, but you'll have these toxic people that walk into your life and you don't even think you're beautiful when you are. You don't even think you're favored when you are. You don't even think God is doing something miraculous through your life when they are. And they'll always, yes, sometimes it can be people closely connected to you. It'll be the very people that you think God has placed in your life, but you need to be spiritually discerning enough to know the enemy now would try to place people in your life to try to criticize you, critique you, and bring you down. The next one is this, and I don't believe in vampires, but I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Emotional vampires. All right, we don't believe in vampires, but y'all know what vampires do because y'all watch horror movies and y'all need Jesus because y'all be watching The Bride of Chucky and y'all be watching all this stuff. Y'all watched The Exorcist when y'all was 10, and then you realized that wasn't a real doll. It wasn't real. It wasn't real, but you thought it was real, and you got scared and ran in the room because your mama told you not to watch that time of night, and you was sneaking up in there and watching it, and you ran up in the bed with your mama. Just like I did when I was a little boy. Because when we was in church. So they told us spirits were real. So we saw the exorcist and all that stuff. And that little dog turned his head. And we took off. Then we got old enough. And now we grown. You look at that movie and laugh. Because you can see how fake it is. But, just saying. Emotional vampires. Okay, let's say it this way. They come in all shapes. They come in all sizes. Some people like to be pitied for problems they can't solve. While others love to constantly speak bad about other people, okay? Some try to control your opinion. Some try to control your topics. Some try to point out your flaws in your behavior. Some seek company around you, and they'll get closely connected to people that are connected to you so they can get intel on you so they can learn how to judge you even more harshly. Wow. Okay, some challenge everything you say. Some challenge every word that comes out of your mouth. If you say a dream that God has given you, a vision that's come to pass, they are emotional vampires. They're going to do the best to suck the life out of you, okay? And some of you need to get to the place in your life where you need to ask God to show you who is around you and show you who is the circle that you're connected to. They're going to challenge. If you say God's going to bless you, they're going to have something negative to say because they're so upset and frustrated with their lives. They have nothing going on with their lives. When you walk in the room, you remind them that they're doing nothing with their lives at all. Are y'all hearing this today? When you walk in the room, they suck their teeth up. And they know you, and they'll look at you upside your head, and they're frustrated because they've done nothing. They're grown. They've been in God for 15 years. Nothing ain't changed. They got this. They got this. Are y'all catching this? All right? Inspiring word, I'm going to block you, man, because you can't get on here doing all that. All right? And some of you need to get to the place, are y'all hearing me, where you have these people that try to control you with their looks, try to control you with their thoughts, with their deeds, and they are toxic to your life. Please tell me you're hearing this. The thing that they have in common is this, all right? That after every interaction with this person, you feel yourself emotionally fatigued, emotionally drained, and emotionally stressed. Let me say it again. Are y'all hearing this? You feel yourself emotionally fatigued, emotionally drained, and emotionally stressed. Avoid these type of people, okay? They always got a problem. You help them with this problem, they always got another problem. They stress. You got enough going on with your life. Y'all ever been around people that every time you talk to them, they drain you? Every time you speak to them, they drain you. Every time something goes on, they drain you. You try to be there for them, and they still drain you. You try to prove to them that you love them, and they drain you. They don't. You got to sit there and say, you know I love you. You know I'm here for you. You know I care for you. And they're not getting it because they're so emotionally draining. They're like vampires. All right. You try to convince them, try to call them, try to talk to them. Say, listen, I'm here. I'm going to do this for you. We're going to be there. We're going to pray together. And every time you do, they got another thing going on, another problem, another issue. And you get around these people and I'm serious. You'll be around them. You will see them and become drained. Okay. I got people like that in my life. I got too much going on these days in my life to have people that's draining them. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you do. You get to the place where you have to now remove yourself from these people. Okay? And when you do that, it's going to happen for you. So, and some of these people, they drain you. I'm talking about grown babies. They drain you. I got members all the time. They love to come running back when something's wrong. But I'm telling you, stay consistent and faithful to God. Things will work out for you good. But I'm telling you, you have to have friends that not only that you help, but help pour it back into you. Not only that, listen, not only that you have to try to solve their problems, but now they help you solve yours, okay? And I'm telling you today, stop letting people drain you, because that's what they're for. They're there. They're going to keep draining you. You think they're going to change? They're probably not, okay? The next one is this. People that drain you. Listen to this. Thank y'all for sharing. People that are always jealous. Y'all ever seen people all the time, they jealous of everything, okay? And what they'll do, they're jealous. So when something happens in your life, the first thing they'll do is minimize your accomplishments, and they'll minimize your strengths. And then they'll do this in order to make themselves feel better. Let me say it again. God gave you a new job. God gave you a new house. God gave you a new man. You finally got married. You've been struggling, and you had one bad relationship after another. And every time God blesses you with something, they tend to minimize it. And when you have an accomplishment, they tend to be jealous of everything that you do. Are y'all catching this? They're jealous of your good fortune. They're jealous of you coming out. Be very careful of the people that are connected to you. Hear this clearly. The people that are connected to you, they can't clap when you come up. They can't celebrate when you come out. They can't love. And see, you got to have people in this season of your life that when you get blessed, they say, you know what? I'm happy for your blessing, and even I'm still waiting on mine. I don't have mine right now, but I'm still happy for your new vehicle. I'm still happy that you moved out the apartment. I'm happy that God blessed you with a better job. I'm happy that your child goes to college. I'm happy that you started your business, because they understand that if now God is blessing you and they are closely connected to you, then God is coming up their street. You don't have enough people in your life that are happy for you. When God gives you good fortune, you don't need these toxic people in your life. You got you a good man now. I'm happy that you got married, and I still have to sleep with a teddy bear. Okay? And that's the people that you need. Because some people, watch this, they can't appreciate your hard work. And some of the things that you've attained, you just attained this because you work hard at it. They don't understand you had to work 2 jobs to get to where you are. Finally, you can work 1 job. They don't appreciate that you had to pray and cry at night to get to where you are. You had to go through a lot of hard work to get where you are, and real friends are genuinely happy for you. Okay? They won't try to diminish your happiness. Because you got some people, when you finally get a good man, you got some girlfriends in your life that say, no, everybody is dogs. Oh, no, every man is dog. He just want one thing. He's not trying to do that for you. He's trying to do that. It's amazing that everybody that says that, most of the time they the dog catchers. You have every bad relationship one after another, and now your friend finally gets a good relationship, and you got something negative to say, because you can't be genuinely happy for these people. They diminish your happiness with negative reactions. Okay? Everything they have to say is negative. If something happens, it's negative. If something goes, it's negative. God done gave you this, it's still negative. They will, watch this, guys, try to make you feel guilty for sharing their happiness or sharing your happiness with them. Example, I got a friend of mine right now. Matter of fact, I spoke to him today. I know they got a lot of issues in their life, and I spoke to him this morning, actually. I mean, a lot of issues. But then it's always, well, God's going to bless and God's going to do this. But you know what? I got this, and I got this going on, and I just don't know if I'm going to make it. And I don't know, after we tell them good news, they always counter with something. And so now they make you feel down because God has been good to you, and you're trying to share some good news to them, and then they make you feel bad about sharing your good news. Anybody know people like that? It happens all the time. You're going to meet some people that always look polished on the outside, but their inside doesn't match their appearance. Let me say it one more time. Somebody should have thrown your wig and go catch it. You're going to meet people all the time. They look very polished on the outside, but their inside doesn't match their beautiful appearance. I'm going to say it one more time. A lot of people, they look grand, great. They look like they got it all together on the outside, but the inside of them does not match their outside beautiful exterior or appearance. You got people, they dress beautiful, they look beautiful, but they got a lot of emotional baggage going on the inside. They got it, you think they got it going on, but you follow them home, they got a lot of things that are happening. These people are simply afraid to be honest with themselves. They don't want themselves to go any further. They don't want anyone else to be happy. They just want other people to see, watch this, ladies and gentlemen, a filtered version of who they really are. Wow. So they dress up. They go get this done. Go get their hair changed another way. They go get their nails done another way. They go buy some nice clothes and look great. And they got pictures posted and they look beautiful. But they are emotional wreck. And what you see is a filtered version of who they are. Listen to this. Social media makes a lot of people look grand and great. Grandiose, look like they got it going on. Social media will fool you. Yeah, they take pictures all day long. Social media makes people look rich. It makes people look like they got, I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen, and you will be fooled because they look grand and great on the outside, but inside, all they have is a lot going on. Yes, you got to keep these people in prayer, connected to God, but there's sometimes in seasons of your life, you got to know when to let go. You got to know when to push away, when to say, you know what, I've done all I can for you. I've tried this for 5 years, and you still won't change. I've kept you lifted up in prayer. I've helped you when I could help you. I've encouraged you when I didn't even want to encourage myself. I pushed you closer to Christ. I've done all this. Are y'all catching this, ladies and gentlemen? And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you will see just a filtered version of who these people really are. Let me tell y'all something. The thing is this. It's pointless to waste your time, okay, on people, listen to this, who rarely show their vulnerable side. Did y'all hear that? Okay. It's pointless. Let me say it again. I want you to hear this. It's pointless to waste your time on people who rarely show their vulnerable side. If you've been friends this long and you see no vulnerabilities to these people, ladies and gentlemen, what will happen is you will show them your vulnerable side and they will be terrified to see yours and they won't support you because they've never showed you theirs. Wow. I don't know if y'all heard what I said. They will never show you theirs. They will be so guarded and jaded, and now they'll show such a mask of strength. But ladies and gentlemen, you will show them your side, and when you finally show them your side, they're terrified for it or terrified based on seeing it because they've never showed you theirs. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, these are people that you can avoid and you need to avoid. Some of them in your life right now. Get to the place. Stop trying to convince them that you care, okay? If they don't see it, move on with your life, okay? Okay. And that's it in a nutshell, okay? But they want you to be open. Show me your heart, but they don't want to show theirs, okay? And then sometimes they'll be terrified by your vulnerability because when you show it to them, they've actually come under the mantra to manipulate it. So now they know and they've seen it, and now you've shown them side that most people may not ever see, and they never learn how to really appreciate the other side of you, okay? Get to the place. You have to get some sleep at night. You got to rest at night. You have to move on and say, you know what, I've done all I can to help this situation. And don't feel right, my friend. Don't feel guilty moving on. You've done all you can for some people. Some people don't want to change, and you're draining yourself. You're stressing yourself at night. You're going to bed worrying about them. You're trying to make it work, and it's just not working. You try to talk to them. They don't want to talk. You try to help. They don't want to help. You try to get them closer to God. They don't want it, and they're draining you. You've given them your time, energy, your resources. You've taken money out of your own account to try to help them with certain things. You tried to go and try to help them figure this out. You've also offered advice to some of them. It's a lot of things that will just mentally drain you. Okay? I mean, I got some people, it's funny in my church, and I talk to them all the time. And it's funny because they always just pop back up when something's really going wrong in their life. And they stay around long enough for that problem to get solved. And when that problem gets solved, they go on about their life again. But you need people that's going to stay with you through the good, through the bad, happy, sad, up, down. You don't need people that want to just walk into your life, that want to hold your hand when it's full, but they never want to grasp it when it's empty. You need people that can literally stay around you and love you through an empty season. Did y'all hear what I said? An empty season. Not when you got it all together, because if they can hang with you and stay through the empty season, through the down season, through the broke season, they're certainly going to appreciate your up season. I'm telling you, beware of people that when they see you down, they literally add gasoline to the fire. You need people that when you are down, they say, guess what? We're going to be down together, but we're going to pick each other up through this precarious situation in our life. And when you get this in your spirit, you will stop letting people annoy you and making you have a bad day. Okay? And it's not that some of them, listen to this, it's not that some of them don't love you. They just don't know how to love you. Okay? Pass the collection plate. All right? They hadn't figured out how to appreciate you. They hadn't figured out how to really see, and people got a lot of things going on in their life. And they got a lot of issues going on in their life. Sometimes you got to back up and you got to hope that they'll see it. All right? You got to hope and pray that they will appreciate the fact that you're really trying to be there for them. Some people don't appreciate it, and they never will. Okay? And that's how God will do you. He didn't tell you all the time that they're going to love you like you love them. He didn't tell you that they're going to treat you like you treat them. He didn't tell you that they're going to sit there and come to your defense and your aid like you do them. You do all you can, but then get to a place in your life where you finally say, enough's enough. Somebody type that. Enough's enough. I can't do it no more. All right? I tried. God is in your hands now. I really tried to come in with the help of God, because God, He puts people in our life, and He puts us around people so we can help each other. But as far as you go and you stretch yourself to no avail, and I'm talking to at least 100 of you, all right? You stretch yourself to no avail, and you just got to sit there and realize that they don't want to change. They want to stay like this. They don't want to do anything different. And when you finally get it, it'll stop frustrating you. You'll move on. And I'm telling you, it may hurt for a season. It may hurt for a while. It may hurt for a month or two. It may hurt for a year. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, at the place in our life, we ain't talking about that, my friend. At the place in our life now, we just got to learn how to move on, okay? And maybe God will mend you back together, maybe not. But you can leave the situation knowing you've done all you can, okay? Periscope, I'm Pastor D. I'm out of time, but I'm not out of word. Just wanted to share that today. I've been sharing it on social media. And I had this interesting conversation yesterday with somebody, so I figured I'd share some of the things I was saying to them as well. And I talked about a lot of these things on yesterday. And it is what it is. You know, people love you. Some love you for a season. Some love you for a lifetime. But you need to know the difference. People that are seasonal and some that are transitional. Okay? Some people are transitional. They're not, all right? They're seasonal. Some are transitional. Some may be lifetime partners. But a lot of people that you encounter will be transitional. They're going to come for a while, and then they're going to transition out of your life. But you got to understand that your life, sometimes you need to know it's a revolving door. People will come in, and they will come out. All right? Know who to give your heart to. Know who to give your time to, in your energy and your resources. Some people you cannot let prick your heart to the place where they frustrate your day. Some people you got to learn that you got to love them with the love of God. And when they disappoint you, betray you, backstab you in the back, you will know that you still have the love of God for them. And you didn't let them get in your heart to break your heart. Okay? I got a lot of them. I have a lot of different people. God has connected me with some great people in His life. He's connected me with some beautiful friends in this season, some that I never thought I would have. Some of them get on my nerves, and they know they do. And I love them. I love them still. Some of them, I never hardly have to hear from them. And when I hear from them, we talk like we talk, every day. Okay, some of them really get under my skin, and they know they're doing it, and they do it. Some of them I think do it on purpose because they know I care. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Some of them, they cool. They don't never have issues, nothing like that. Some of them, I had to cut loose. I just say, nah, I'm tired. I can't do this. Are y'all hearing this? Okay, but I had to realize that. Some of them, we talk, hey, what's up? Boom, 10 minutes, we done. Some 2 hours. It just depends. But I had to learn who to kind of place and compartmentalize in the right place, okay? I had to stop trying to push up on people that God was trying to pull away. And God is trying to pull away some people from some of you, but you keep trying to push up on them, okay? And some of them trying to pull themselves away, but you care about some of them that even when they try to pull away, you don't want them to pull away because you see something within them that you really need to stay connected to. So some of those will bother you because you really want them to be real friends in your life, okay? But you can't make anybody stay that does not want to stay. Ladies, gentlemen, hear me clearly, especially you ladies. I'm done, but especially if you are in a toxic relationship, if any man threatens you to leave, help him pack his bags. I'm out of time. But I'm not out of word. Don't you be begging nobody to stay that does not want to be there. I told you one time before. Get you a frozen anointing. Let it go. All right? Help them. Help. Say, matter of fact, boy, I had a bag under the bed waiting for you. You see what I'm saying? And so, that's how it is. Let them go. Can't beg for anybody to stay. A lady told me, said, well, if you're married, this and that and that. I said, yeah, you try to work it out. But if they don't want to stay, you can't make anybody stay that does not want to stay. It's simple as that. You can't do that. If they want to stay, you can't make them stay. You can pray all you want to. God gave you a choice to have salvation and love him. If they don't want to be there, you can't be there. Simple as that. Your lady want to pack her bags, you can't make her stay. You might want her to stay. You may try to handcuff yourself to her. But if she wants to leave, you got to hope for the best and pray for the best. And I'm telling you, stop stressing with people that don't want to be there. Okay? I love you guys. Y'all have a good day. Again, follow me on Instagram, Pastor D. Lewis. Follow me on Facebook, Detrius D. Lewis. I will be next week. I will be in Delaware on next week and Monroe this week. I love you guys. Pray for me. People hadn't been able to really contact me a whole lot over the last week because I've kind of just flipped my phones off. So flipped my phones off for the last couple of weeks. I mean, it was my pastoral anniversary because I was busy for the last week, especially the weekend. So some hadn't been able to connect with me or talk to me because I've been very busy. So you guys keep me in your prayers. It's not that I'm ignoring you sometimes, believers. I got emails and that type of thing. I respond on the last week as much as I can. I'll have more time maybe this week, just FYI. But keep me in your prayers. I love you guys. And because you guys first love me. Y'all like that? Yeah. All right. I'm out of time. I love you guys. I'll see you later, alligator after wire crocodile. If you got a prayer request, go to unitywc.com. Send me a prayer request. I'll be glad to pray for you on today. And send me a message if you have any pertinent matters or need that you want me to pray for. I will be glad to pray for you. You guys have a great day in God. My mama said something cute. I don't know what she's talking about. Y'all be good. I'll talk to y'all later.